This is Anne from Odulcina. So before the tutorial, I just want to do a little shout out to the retreat that I'm going in Texas in June, end of June 2026. There's 3 spots available. The retreat was fully completed, but 3 ladies could not make it. So there's now 3 spots available. If you miss your chance and you would like to join me with other ladies there, that is your chance. I've been told that you just bring your glue and your scissors, and everything else is kind of included. And with the ladies sharing little gifts among each others, and there's some tables for shopping and lots of prices for free. You need to bring a luggage that is empty to bring it full of stuff. And I'm very excited to meet you all there, those who can join us. To get all the information, go to the website. You have a big listing like you see on the screen right now. Click on the link to access the registration form with all the details. And then at the end, you just press submit. From the main page of the website, you can also access the site location. And there's a cool video there that shows you the campers and the tents, and it's nice to see. And well, if you decide to go, please comment and let me know, because of course I'm curious to know who's going there. Now let's do that gorgeous snippet roll. So I'm collecting these herbal tea bags. We just dump them there on that container that is usually in front of the window. And when I have a bunch and it's too much to contain one more, I just go and clean them like I'm doing right now. So I cut the thread and I just remove the herbals. Sometimes I keep those to decorate the top of soaps. But anyway, that's another subject. This one is glued a little bit because sometimes we put some honey in our herbal teas, so it makes them a little bit more difficult to get rid of the herbs. But otherwise, if there's no honey, it goes very well. So you don't need to do anything special to let them dry. I just kind of squish them a little bit to remove the excess of water and let them dry. I put wet on top of dry, and I never got any mold or any problems with that. So it's not harder than that. So now with those, I'm going to create a little snippet roll where I'm going to use a medium gel matte. You want it to be matte for sure. You don't want it to be glossy, because otherwise you're going to have matte spots and glossy spots. And this is the one that I had in my stash. I bought it many years ago, so I don't even recall where. But if you go on Amazon and you look for a gel medium matte, that should make the same thing, no problem. And I'm using it with a brush like if it's glue. And honestly, I was surprised I had that in my stash. I don't recall buying it and I don't recall ever using it. So I probably saw a video maybe 5 years ago and I bought it and I forgot what it was used for. So, but it seems to be some kind of a glue. I used my heat gun to just dry it up because I wanted to go faster. And then, recently I printed on those piano roll papers. So, guess what? They are on my working table and they are really, really thin paper. They are just perfect for that. So, I'm putting some of the gel medium under it, over it, around it. That's it. I let it dry. So what you want to do is you want little pieces of designs here and there, little pieces of doilies that I had coffee stained or tea stained in the past. So I trim little pieces. You want to add maybe some pieces of fabric, of laces, of sari silk. You could even use seam binding, right? There's there's no limit. Or fancy yarns. Hey, I could do so much more than that. But that's how I started. And I really had a lot of fun to do that. Really, like, it's a no brainer because you can't go wrong. You just go with a type of paper. Like, I started with the piano roll papers that I printed on, then I used the pieces of doilies, and then I decided to add a little bit more of the designs. But then when I grabbed the laces, I used a couple of the same lace into pieces, then another laces into pieces, then another lace into pieces, so you find them here and there. It's not just a one off. So it was a no brainer, really, like enjoying the cute stuff. I really love that design. This this one. I love it. It's part of one of my digital. I should tell you which one. Um so yeah, I had lots of fun and very very satisfying to do. And for those who ask me, well, what do you do with that? I don't care. The purpose of that, the first purpose of that is to make me happy. It's to have joy in creating and in looking into that gorgeous snippet roll. If I don't ever do anything with it, it was just to have fun creating it. Like I used to do puzzles, right? And when the puzzle was done, I would just put it back in the box. At least this time I have a nice and very cute snippet roll that I can put on my shelf and watch from time to time. So yeah, there's a lot of people that just don't understand what is the purpose of those kind of crafting, and it's really the relaxing time, getting our dose of dopamine to reduce the stress, depression, whatever you have that feels hard on your shoulders in your life, and having fun, having a great time, and then you still have this creation to look back and contemplate. Because I do. I do unroll it, watch it, re-roll it. That's it. This is the cheesecloth, and you could see I squeezed it a little bit to create some folds in it to give it some dimensions, right? So you just don't want to put it flat. You want some little folds. Just so you take a little note about that if you didn't see it. The laces that I used are all antique French laces from Lisa. You can go visit her Etsy shop. She sells gorgeous antique laces and fabric. And now the last part is to create the roll. I'm using a piano roll without the paper when it's empty. There's one side that you can pull out the end, and the other one is really stuck there. So I keep the one that is really stuck there. I measure which length I want based on the snippet roll that I've created. Give you some a little gap of free space, because when you roll your snippet roll, it won't roll perfectly aligned, so it will fill that gap. And then I've used my scissors, but honestly that could have been an X-Acto or something else, but I have those good scissors and they work great. And then you just put back the end of the piano roll. So the piano rolls, you have some that are a little bit bigger than that, the black plastic parts. So this one was slim, I would say. I didn't glue my snippet roll, but I could have used a little bit of glue or washi tape maybe to stick it to the roll. And I just used just a yarn. It was an embroidery yarn that was on my table, and I found it. It was very cute, but same binding, sari silk. Make it make it more luxurious if you want. And I can maybe do another part because I think I'm going to add some slow stitching, embroidery, maybe pearls. Anyway, I'll show you if I ever do that. It is very satisfying to do. I suggest you do it and you try. And I thank you for watching, supporting my channel, and I'll see you in the next video coming very soon. Bye for now.